What's up, guys? It's your boy Chris. Splatoon of Channel. Tell me more. The haven for early 2000s kids and a few 90s babies. And today we're gonna get into the thing called One Piece every week. One Piece every week. This is the theme of One Piece every week. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking, subbing, commenting, and giving your beautiful opinions, even though some of them are mean, not good, but awesome. I told you, it's not a tell me more a video without me burping. But yeah, seriously, thank you guys for watching and all that stuff. I appreciate it. I really do. 115 subs. Can't wait to get to 200,000. 500,000, a million, but that's for another day. Now, today we're going to be talking about how did Smoker go from being cool to trash? How did he go from being awesome to garbage? Or lame, I should say. He was pretty lame now. Like, remember when Smoker first came in? He was this badass in Rogue Town or Log Town, whichever one you want to use. Oh, you're hitting the puffers, hitting the cigars, hitting this cigar, hitting that cigar. Telling whoever the chump-ass Marines, like, oh, yeah, we got more pirates pulling up at the Log Town. Yeah, let's go kick the butts. Let's go stomp on your cheek butts. Pause. And other things, and like use smoke powers to like give them cancer and stuff. He didn't do that, but that would be really OP if he actually could do that instantly. But yes, that's what Smoker was about. He was the badass at the East Blue that stopped all the idiot pirates from going to the Grand Line because they were trash and weak. Then Luffy pulled up, and he was like supposed to be Luffy's main marine bad guy that chases him around and stuff. Luffy barely escapes him, even though, well, the only reason he escapes is because his dada, his papa, Dragon, had to pull up and save his buttocks cheeks. Come on, I mean, there was so much setup. So much. Then he went to Alabasta. I love saying that. But yeah, Alabasta, he went to Alabasta. Try to get Luffy there, but Luffy's older big bro is there, so now he's not only being protected by his dad, but also his big brother is out here saving him. It's like, bruh, like, I'm pretty sure Smoker at that point was like, what? Your dad's Dragon and your brother is Ace? What kind of family do you got, bro? What the fuck? What is happening here? If I was Smoker, that's what I would be thinking. I'm like, bruh, this is too much. Don't tell me your granddad is like Garp or something. Then he finds out later his granddad is Garp. But anyway, back to the topic. He has a stalemate with Ace and stuff. I was like, okay. This dude Smoker's the stuff. Almost caught Luffy. But then they get captured by Crocodile. And Luffy, I think him and Luffy escape, but they escape, and Luffy ends up being the one defeating Crocodile and freeing Alabasta. I always want to say bastard, but yeah, it's freeing Alabasta from Crocodile and all his plutonium shenanigans, or Pluton, not plutonium, Pluton shenanigans and all that stuff. But then you look at Smoker, and Smoker's just there like, oh, I don't want to take the credit, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, you cool, Smoker. I know you're not a real bad guy, but you're a bad guy-ish. Cool. So you're going to chase Luffy? No. He basically does nothing, doesn't even involve himself in the story, except read like a page or something, cash some like $50 million bounty person, then goes back to what's his face? Well, he caught a pirate. That's 50 million. But then looks at the newspaper when Luffy took out this boy, leopard cat dude, Lucy, the other Lucy, two Lucy versus Lucy, Labarushi. But yeah, after he took out Rob Lucy, I was like, okay, so you're gonna pull up on him because he beat up Rob Lucy. You want to go test out his powers? Be like, oh, I don't think you really defeated Rob Lucy. I'm gonna take you out. But then again, he knew he took out Crocodile, so maybe he suspected. Okay, we think about this. Why didn't he do anything during that time period? Maybe he shows up at Thriller Bark or something, him and Kuma, and they like do stuff. I don't know. Maybe find a way to insert him in the story, Oda. But no, he doesn't do nothing. Seriously, you guys don't know how much this hurts me to do. Because besides Zoro, obviously, not Rob Lucy, Smoker was literally my favorite. Like pre-time skip Smoker, golden boy. After time skip, I'm like, look at what they did to my boy. They massacred my boy. It was horrible. But yeah, you move on to the Marineford. Essentially almost beats Luffy, even though the only reason he was still beating Luffy at this point was because that Luffy didn't know hockey. So as soon as Luffy knows hockey, it would have been over. But let's just say yada yada yada, he's still a badass. But Luffy's future wife had to pull up on him and like, hey, you're not touching my husband out here. It's Amazon lady chick. I don't know, slave arrow, even though it doesn't work on him because he's like ultra serious. But yeah, that happens. He finds out that the reason why Dragon saved him in the first place, finds out about the whole brother thing with Ace and all that mumbo jumbo. So then he requests Aokiji at the time, before Aokiji resigned over the fight that him and Akainu had, or Kuzan resigned over the fight that him and Sakazuki had. He then tells that guy, reassign me to the New World. I'm going to go be in the first part of the new world to see when this Straw Hat dude will pull up. 2 years later, Straw Hat Luffy pulls up. Guess what happens? Nothing. They didn't fight. They barely talked. I mean, I thought it would be like on site or something. Like you'd be like throwing these hands. And I'll say this. I don't mind Luffy beating him at this point because obviously Luffy had 2 years of training. So he had to obviously beat him now. But he didn't even lose to Luffy. He lost to like Law, Caesar Clown. Then he loses. I mean, Caesar Clown was kind of cheating because he could like control gases, and Smoker's power is the gas type power. But he lost to Caesar Clown, then lost to Virgo, which Virgo was pretty cool. Wish they did more with him. But really, I know you're losing to they're not really top tiers, but semi-strong people. But you didn't even get your round 2 or your final round with Luffy. Then Don Flamingo almost came and killed your butt. Ugh. I can't defend you. You're a fraud now. I can't defend. Oh, I can't defend you, Smoker. In fact, let's go over his fights and stuff. First, he beats up Buggy and Alvida. No problem. Those guys are trash. Then he beats up Luffy, obviously, but Luffy gets saved by his dada. In the manga, it was Luffy and Sanji, but he gets saved by his dada. Then, after this, it's like Ace. And we all know the stalemate happened there because Ace is fire, he's smoke. They're not going to like end each other or something. Could he have won? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even think Ace is that strong in my opinion. Just my opinion. But honestly, I could still see Ace winning. Then he fights Boa and Luffy. Beats Luffy up a little bit. Then Boa comes and shuts that stuff down. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Maybe he's going to come back later and do something. No. Gets beat up by Law. Had his heart stolen by Law. I know Law's power is like cheating or something. But come on, bruh. You're supposed to be that dude. You're supposed to be the one that Luffy's afraid to fight every time. We're supposed to be his own guard. Yes, his guard to his Roger. But no, we have to look to Kobe. Like, I don't even talk about that guy before his fans come back and attack me again. But then he fought Virgo and had to cheat. Him and Law had to like jump him to kill him and stuff. Which, in my opinion, it should have been Luffy. Luffy should have but beat up Virgo. Because to me, it's straight up cheating that Luffy didn't get to fight that dude. He was way, way better than Caesar Clown. Now, Caesar Clown is a horrible piece of S, but he should have been the one to fight Luffy, not Caesar Clown. Caesar Clown was a clown. Also, he sounds like Orochimaru. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Jokai, I'm pretty sure that's Orochimaru's voice actor also. Orochimaru's voice actor also. But skipping past that, then he was beat up, but even if he wasn't beat up, I don't think he was gonna do anything to Don Flamingo. Like, come on. He's not at least Crocodile. Like, Crocodile was out here clashing with Don Flamingo. Even though Don Flamingo wasn't really trying too much, Crocodile was clashing with him and stuff and like holding his own during the Marineford. 2 years later, Smoker is still trash. He's still garbage. He's useless. Anyway, let's see. This is the people where I think are just way better than him. Crocodile. Kuzan, obviously. Don Flamingo whooped his butt. Virgo Virgo, the one-time villain that died. I got sliced apart and blown up. And what's his name? Doflamingo was talking to his boys like, "Oh, bro, you about to die?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Oh, I'm sorry, bro." He's like, "It's all cool. It's all cool. I did it for you." I was like, by the way, I like Virgo. He should have been, Oda, you should bring him back or something. I don't know, but pull something out your butt. Look, he fails at his missions. He failed to catch Luffy, or at least even have a round 2. Well, I guess round 3 with this guy. He failed to have a round 3 with him. He can't even beat him. He's so weak, he couldn't even reach him to fight him. Luffy's like a final boss now. He can't even touch this dude. Especially now with his Gear 5 and Gear 4 and Gear 15 and Gear 21. He can't touch him. What's Smoker gonna do? Tell me, Oda, why should I give a shit about Smoker anymore? He's garbage now. But anyway, that's been all for One Piece every week. One Piece every week. This is the theme of One Piece every week. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, liking, subbing, all that great stuff. Let me know your opinion on Smoker. Did they really massacre our boy like this? Because I feel hurt every time I see him sometimes, and I'm like, look at what they did to my boy. It's horrible. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye.